This week on my sewing journey, I am working on the quilt block of the month, and this month I picked the simple pine block. Now there are two ways of doing this style. You can get your background fabric, cut to the size that you want, and then you can go for your stash and find a bunch of fabrics, sew them together, then put it into a triangle shape, sew your edges, and then add on a square, and you can do all sorts of decorative stitching on there, ribbon, lace, bows, whatever, buttons. Or you could do it this way, where you cut like a triangle on each end. So this would be folded, and then you cut out triangles, and then you sew all the way around and sew it onto your background fabric. And then there's the third way. And this one, I made myself a paper template. So in the center, I drew a triangle, how big I wanted it to be. Now remember, you're going to have to add your seam allowances. Then I went to the top of it with a ruler and straight down, drew a line, and then I did the same on this side, and then I cut them apart. Now, again, don't forget that seam allowance. It's very important. And then what I did next is I sewed my triangle to one side and then sewed down the other side. And the bottom part of this part here, I decided how wide I wanted my trunk to be. Put the trunk by sewing two pieces of background fabric, two rectangles onto it, and then centered it, and then trimmed the whole block. And that's a simple pine tree block. You can make a nice table runner out of this, or a nice quilt, or just have it alone and have it be a mug rug. I'd like to thank you for joining me today. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and happy sewing.